Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. And if you're my previous subscribers, welcome my little astronauts. And as you see here, right here, you see here, his name is Spacey. He's our brand new channel's mascot, so I do hope you guys like him. Um, of course, we're gonna begin, but if you check on the top of your screen here, you have all my social, plus everything will be listed in the description below. I do have my website where you guys can access more than one social media than what you just see above me. This is being live streamed May 11, 2021 at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys are quite interested in booking a reading with me, check the description below. I will have them listed. You guys can book a time that is available and open to you. If you are new here, I do have a deaf accent and I may have a hard time pronouncing certain words throughout the video. If you have a hard time fully understanding me, please consider using closed captions as your guide. Please keep in mind that all my videos, including this video, is for entertainment purposes only and for education purposes only as well. Disclaimer: all information I give during this recording should be mine to ensure my understanding and download information from the higher power. Here is another disclaimer. At the end of the video, stay tuned. We may have an Easter egg message for you, but not entirely sure. We'll see how long this goes. Alright, so let's do some tarot as well. So I do hope you guys like that. Please, if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to like this video for more updates on when I do post next. All right, so let's get back and let's talk about what to expect. Today's topic is all about Rudy Giuliani saying that I am not a crook, basically saying the exact words Richard Nixon said before he was found of being a crook. So we are going to take a look at that as well. We have a little stand here, and we are going to use the guess who. Now, you may see throughout this video pieces edited out. Part of that is because I have one arm, so it does take a while for me to shuffle, but eventually I will get there. But yeah, so we're going to be using guess who. So let's look at what energy is surrounding Rudy Giuliani in terms of what image that he portrays to himself. So who is Rudy Giuliani really, spirits and angels? Who is Rudy Giuliani really? Okay, yeah, two. All right, funny. So we have a boy and a girl. So we have Eric, right? The young one, and Mia, right? He thinks. Okay, so this is his mindset, right? So his mindset, I feel like this is how he perceives himself as a young guy. He perceives himself the way he was loved and adored after 9/11 when he was mayor of New York City. Then we have here, he thinks he's a minority, and then he thinks that he can talk down to anybody because he consider himself a minority. Now, I don't know exactly why that is, but he does feel that way. And Mia normally means Mia, but in this case, I said missing in action. That is like a code word for texting, and that is what I'm also seeing here as well. It's quite interesting. So we'll be leaving this here so you can indeed see both of them. Occasionally, I'll flip them so you can see both, right? All right, so we're going to use the male because he's a male, but anyway. All right, so let's kind of get more of an in-depth view. We're going to be kind of using my 13 colonies type mythology inspired by Marie's table. All right, so we're going to be using Kippa. All right. Probably should have got it out before, but whatever. We're going to be trying to find out what information and whether or not Rudy Giuliani is going to flip on Trump and Rudy Giuliani a crook and what for specifically. All right, so Spirit Angel tell me, is Rudy Giuliani a crook? All right. Is there any other information that you would like to give us, Spirit Angel, about Rudy Giuliani? All right. Oh, okay. All right. So we are going to also use the behind the scene. Jack is a kind of Biden administration type card called the New Vision, which I think will be very appropriate for this particular reading with Rudy Giuliani. Okay. All right, so Spirits and Angels, tell me, what messages do you have about the Biden administration and Rudy Giuliani, and what's going on with Rudy Giuliani saying, I'm not a crook? What do we need to know about that? All right. We're also going to be using these. I have a brand new card called Codename, which is kind of like top file credential, like confidential information. I want to kind of get like an in-depth view on what exactly is he a crook on. See if we can gather information on that. Spirit saying, so tell me, can you give me any information on Rudy Giuliani and him saying I'm not a crook? Okay. I think that's enough information. We'll deal with this for right now, then we'll do more. Alright, so I also got from my guys that I should use this deck as well, which I'll be interviewing the actual creator of this deck in sometime next month or this month. I'll keep you guys updated on that particularly. But we'll kind of get a little bit of an in-depth view. Spirit Angels will tell me what other information do we have about Rudy Giuliani. Oh, okay, that was my fault. Is there any other information that we need to know about Rudy Giuliani, or is that it? All right, so as you see here, what we're seeing here for Rudy Giuliani is there are quite a lot of information that we need to uncover, so we're going to be doing that right now. So, well, I'll tell you, this is quite good cards for him. And by that, I mean that in a way that's like condescending. All right, let's do this. So we have here, he tried to evade punishment, right? In the past, he used to be a prosecutor, somebody who put people in jail for committing high crimes, but now he's the one doing it. You know what they say, if you are a hero now, if you live long enough, you become the villain. Right? So we have here talked about the imprisonment of people. It does feel like he is trying to evade prison. We have here he's influenced in trying to ensure that the House or the White House does not go Democratic or Biden wins the presidency. We do have here the Capitol, so he is involved in January 6th insurrection. Now, again, this is just for entertainment purposes only, but as you see here on top of the House, it's all blue, which tells me that he is trying to prevent the White House from going blue. We have here as well, is he a thief specifically from political parties who was trying to steal information from the Democratic Party the same way Richard Nixon did in 1960s when he tried to get somebody to break into the DNC place. I think it was called Watergate as well, but you can see here the guy dressed in blue and the woman dressed in red. This will be the Republican, the Democrat, and we have him coming in trying to steal information about Joe Biden, right? Very interesting, very, very well detailed, I'll tell you that. All right, then we also have here as well as we have something about a cup. I don't do math right now. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so you guys can count it on your own. But we do have here, this is him as himself. It does feel like as if he is kind of far out there, like he doesn't feel like he's there mentally. So I would not be surprised if he has some sort of degenerative disease in his brain. I do put that word very lightly. I'm not talking about Alzheimer's or dementia or anything like that, but it does feel like he does have a degenerative brain disease. It just could be from drug overdose, being drugged into doing certain things, or being stopped when he was indeed a prosecutor may have done this to him, or they may have forced something upon him. But this is something that happened in the past, right? And this is also his spirit, guys. His family is watching his actions, and they kind of asking themselves what happened, really, especially when it came to January 6th, right? We have here as well, we have the Joe Biden card. My Joe Biden card is literally my Joe Biden card. And it's reversed, but and it also falls underneath the White House, which tells me he's also involved in trying to stop Joe Biden from becoming president, right? And here we have thief. He tried to steal democracy away from the American people, but failed. And this is also the American card, the America card, the card that represents America and democracy. And in this case, he tried to steal it, but he was unsuccessful, right? Thank God he was successful. Doesn't mean the next one's gonna be unsuccessful. The next one's gonna fail, right? You know what they say, the third time's a charm. But let's hope it doesn't happen again. We have here as well as we have the tower card, right? And we also have here chip. And what I'm getting here, and that if you add up the number 10 and 6, which this could be, okay, this could mean numerous things, right? This could mean 6 as in like June. This could also be 10th as in October. So there might be information either coming out those months about something about Rudy Giuliani. Maybe he has a court date in October, or there might be a bombshell in June. There's something going on here. This could also be the 16th. If you add the 10 and 6 together, it will be 16th. But also, if you just take the 6 and the 7, the 10 plus deal equal 1, And you add 1 plus 6 will be 7. So it could be June, July, or October as well, if you look at that as well. We do have here as well the Tower card. We talked about the capital. So it does tell me he is involved in a lot of nasty crap. I definitely, particularly to the prison people, which could be why with the drug thing, he may be drugging people into doing certain crimes. Otherwise, they may have not committed. We do have here, he is also involved in overseas affairs. So this could be what the Tower moment could be, that he is found and he is the connection that is needed for them to catch him in terms of overseas trade or something like that. Whatever he did something. And it involved overseas. It could be Ukraine as well. We do have here the card that fell on top of the White House. We have here the note. So there is a note here. And so the ground and the note. Right, and what it's telling me is that there is more information by the White House that the White House is going to receive that is very crucial to investigations into the January 6th insurrection. We have here back and check, right? So we're talking about very closely. Czechoslovakia is very close to Ukraine, right? So this is in the same area, and it's in the back. What tells me that Ukraine is going to release some sort of information to the White House involved in this investigation. They do not have Rudy Giuliani's back, but this also tells me in advance that he does not have the backing of Donald Trump, and he will not have Donald Trump's back. So this could be a hint for the next question whether or not he's going to, be a snitch and tell him Trump. We have here, he's not fast. He didn't really think clearly and correctly. And we have here Olympics, right? Olympus, I think it says Olympus, but who knows? And this is also, if you look at the word, it's a Greek word, which it points to Turkey, Greece. And if you just go a little above that, you'll see Ukraine. So this is telling me this is all about Ukraine energy here, plus numerous of other things that were not quite surprising that we even got them in this entire thing. Let's kind of get more of an in-depth view and more reading. We're going to be adding this deck as well. I'll be interviewing her again sometime next month. United States of Tarot. Rudy Giuliani is actually in this deck. So let's see if we get him to show up. All right. Spirits and Angels, Tommy, what messages do you have about Rudy Giuliani and him saying, I'm not a crook? What message do you have? Okay, thank you. Okay, so it's funny because what he's trying to do is he's trying to create this generational wealth, but he's not having it. He's not doing it. If you look, funny enough, if you look here, we have the Tower card, right? The Tower card, and then we have the Tower in the background. And look who's here. This is the Kennedy family, and Kennedys normally have the family curse. And I would not be surprised if they find out information or something on Rudy Giuliani where he may be potentially involved in some sort of assassination plan against President Joe Biden or Kamala Harris, or could explain why this picture like that showed up in this reading. It could be that it does feel like as if he may be involved in more than we initially think, maybe potentially taking out Biden any means necessary. Because we do have here the son and the girl's running away from America, like really shocked and crying. You don't see her really happy. You kind of see her very scared and running away, even though the son is far away. It's happy time, but you can kind of see that she's running away, very scared, and it's away from the American flag, which tells me that he does have plans, and he probably did have intention of removing Biden from the White House in any means necessary, because this is Bill Clinton, and he is a Democrat, right? He is a moderate, just like Joe Biden in some degrees, right? And it does feel like that Rudy Giuliani's plan was to take out Biden in any means necessary. So what we're going to do now is we are going to kind of figure out and ask ourselves, will Rudy Giuliani flip on Trump? Because that is a very significant and very important question that we would like to ask and answer. So I'm going to use my homemade tarot deck and kind of see if we can get more information on that specifically. All right. Spirits and Angels, tell me, will Rudy Giuliani flip on Trump if he is to be forced into giving information about Donald Trump and doing throughout the presidency? Will Rudy Giuliani become the next Michael Cohen? Okay. What else do we need to know? This guy is not going to give out on it without a fight. He is going to go down fighting. I'll tell you that right off the bat. So we have here is we have lost. Like he does feel like he doesn't feel like anything really bad is going up on for him. He does feel like he's going to get away with it. He kind of has that Trump type energy. His world is upside down. Right, he does feel like his world is upside down. He knows that, but he doesn't feel like crap. He feels like everything's going really well for him. He does feel like he thinks Donald Trump has his back, but he doesn't. Right, he have here surrender. He actually may end up surrendering in the future, but not right off the bat because it's not going to be natural. So it does feel like he's going to want a lot from the investigators before he's willing to give up any sort of information. We have here is that he may be telling them a lie about what initially happened January 6th, and that it may not line up with anyone else's other testimonies about January 6th and the plan, because maybe he might be trying to reiterate it in a way that doesn't implicate him in any way or form. We do have here, he does, however, believe that Donald Trump did not lose the election. He does believe that, so he is speaking the truth in terms of his truth, but not the real truth. Let's see. I don't really necessarily see anything that kind of points to a yes that he's gonna flip. Let's see, what cards are those? We have here, he's not very happy with his masculine and his feminist side. So I do feel like he is unbalanced, he's not grounded. That's quite interesting to say. Rudy Giuliani flip on Donald Trump. I heard he may. He may. No, that could be like in May of next year. I do feel like it may end up happening in the future. Or like that. All right, so we do have here when he does end up realizing that it does feel like he's not going to give up very easily. Like I said, he's going to go down fighting. It does feel like as if when the virus is contained, so this could be next year as well. This could be in, like I said, October. I did say the virus was going to go away in early July or late summer or early fall. Could be one of those. But then again, I'll be reading on that very soon to kind of give you guys an update. We do have here, he will be communicating to the people, or he does feel like when this happens, they may take away his right to be able to speak to people. And that may be why he may end up giving in, because he doesn't feel like he has any other choice, any other opportunity, as all the opportunities have closed the door on him. And it does feel like in the end, he will end up talking about Donald Trump. It's just a matter of time at this point, right? It's a matter of time. And there's two more cards underneath that, or stuck to it. Yeah, and we have here one. So I do feel like he realizes that they won and that he's not going to be able to get away with this. So he's just going to end up giving up and trying to implicate Trump on a larger scale so that he may potentially get immunity. Again, he does not believe that Donald Trump lost the election. He doesn't think he lost, yeah. All right, guys, let me know what you in the comment section below, what you guys think about this. I am not going to do an Easter egg message. I'm going to kind of keep this video short for today. Just let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love you guys and have a very beautiful night. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon for more content such as this. I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night.